everybody! It's me, Chester! Now you're probably wondering, why am I wearing a scarf when it's still summer out? Well, that's because today we're going somewhere where it's really cold. And we're going to get there using a train! It's Pikes Peak! Yay! Peak in Colorado is the most visited mountain in North America and the second most visited mountain in the world. However, it's not the tallest mountain in the Rocky Mountain region, so why does it get so much attention? That mostly has to do with the mountain's history and the fact that there are many ways to go up to the mountain. You can hike up the Bar Trail, take the Pikes Peak Highway, or can go up to the top of the mountain on the Pikes Peak Cog Railway, which is what we're doing today. The Pikes Peak Cog Railway was initially founded in 1891 to create a faster and better way of getting up the mountain. This idea came to be by Zalman Simmons, inventor and founder of the Simmons Beauty Rest Mattress Company. Mr. Simmons had gotten up to Pikes Peak by mule, which took a long time, and it was not very comfortable. So he returned to the bottom, determined to create a railway to the top. Since then, the railway has taken millions of people up to the summit of Pikes Peak and has been in use all year round since 2007. How much longer is this gonna be? Oh, hey look! Hummingbirds! Wow, there sure are a lot of them. They have these hummingbird feeders all around the station. I've never seen so many hummingbirds in one place before. That's really cool! Look at them go! Look at them go! Oh, look at the time. The train's supposed to be coming soon. All aboard!
Back. I regret to inform you we have a slight change in plans. That's right, I'd like to welcome you all aboard the one-way train to Las Vegas.
The track up to the top of the mountain is 8.9 miles long. That may seem like a short distance, but keep in mind that at the same time, passengers are traveling thousands of feet higher in elevation. We have to reach the summit of Pikes Peak, which has an elevation of 14,114 feet. And man, that's no easy climb. Because of the drastic altitude changes, the railway is always reminding passengers to come prepared with lots of water and thick clothing, because it gets cold at the top. What is a cog railway exactly? Well, typical railroads use the friction of wheels upon the rails to provide locomotive power. The cog train uses a gear to mesh into a center rack rail, which helps give the train more momentum to go up much more steeper grades. This cog railway in particular goes up to about a 25% incline, while most railways can only go up to a 4 to 6% incline. As for the mountain itself, Pikes Peak was named after Zebulon Montgomery Pike, an early explorer of the Southwest. Pike first saw the mountain in 1806 and was determined to reach the top. However, he and his team made the mistake of attempting to climb the mountain in mid-November, and so they never made it to the top. Luckily, in 1820, botanist Edwin James made it to the top, and a trail was established by the mid-1800s. passengers off the train. Where'd they go? We can also thank this place for the creation of the America the Beautiful song. In 1893, Catherine Lee Bates traveled up to the mountain by carriage and was so captivated by the scenery that she wrote the legendary American song today. In fact, I'm going to sing it right now. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Yes, thank you. Did anyone like it? Anyone?
Towards Mount Almagre, you can get a better idea of how tree line works. It's not actually in a straight line, but it's variable based off of those three conditions.
But if history bores you, Pikes Peak has much more to offer. For instance, there are chances to see wild mountain animals during the trip, such as deer, bighorn sheep, mountain lions, bears, and the yellow-bellied marmot, which looks a bit like a gopher mixed with a beaver.
What time was our boarding call at? 9:50. That's right. Remember, folks, I'm not a Marine. I can and will leave you behind.
The top of the mountain also provides a summit house, filled with shops, food, and restrooms, including tasty donuts that are cooked and fried right there at the summit. The high elevation certainly gives these tasty treats a very unique flavor. Just thinking about donuts. I'm gonna go get one. So tasty. It's freezing up here.
At this time, everyone, put your hands up. We're about to race down this mountain at 8.5 miles an hour. Woo.
Now, we didn't end up going on the best of days to look up at the top of the mountain and see a spectacular view, but there are always more opportunities to go up and see amazing views. And we did see some pretty amazing views just by going up and down on the train. If you want to know more about Pikes Peak, we're going to make sure to have a link to the website below. If you want to know more about the Cog Railway, there will also be a specific link to that as well. I'm Chester D. Myers, and that's the end of this travel vlog because, well, we fell asleep on the way down.